Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to my NBA All-Star Ballot. Let's go ahead and get straight into the Eastern Conference. Alright, our first starting guard is going to be Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese has been the best guard in the East, and it was a no-brainer he makes the list. He's averaging 23 and 12.5 on 49, 40, 86 shooting splits. The second guard in the East is going to be Jalen Brunson. Jalen was absolutely snowed for the starting lineup by the real voting, but he won't be in my voting. He's incredible, averaging 27 and 6.5 on 48, 42, 84 splits. The first forward on the list is going to be Jason Tatum. He's the best player on the best team in the league. Nothing more needs to be said. The next one's going to be Giannis. He's the top 3 player in the NBA and on the second seed in the East. And then Joel Embiid at center. He's the MVP frontrunner, and he easily deserves to be here. Off the bench, our first guard is going to be Tyrese Maxey. He's the second best player on the Sixers. Tyrese has been way better than expected this season. Although he hasn't been as good recently, he still deserves to be here. Next, we're going to have Donovan Mitchell. He's the best player on the second hottest team in the league right now. And despite injuries, he has led the Cavs to winning 11 of their last 12 games, a 29 and 16 record, and the 4th seed in the East. The first forward off the bench is going to be Bam Adebayo. Bam has been incredible on defense as per usual. His offense is looking pretty solid too, averaging 20 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 4 assists on 50% from the field. Jaylen Brown is up next. The Celtics are way too good to not have 2 All-Stars, so Jaylen Brown is my pick. Not to sound like he doesn't deserve it though, he's been really good this season, obviously. Next we have Paolo Banchero. Now, some people don't believe Paolo deserves to be here, but I do. He is averaging 23, 7, 5, and 1 on mid-shooting splits. I could see some of the people that I left off making it in over him for sure though. My first wild card on the bench is going to be Julius Randle. He is the second best player on the hottest team in the league. The Knicks have won 8 games in a row and only lost 2 games in the whole month of January. Randle could also be replaced by some of the guys on the bench, and I wouldn't be mad. Scotty Barnes is the last player on the Eastern Conference All-Star list for me. Scotty has been so good this season. He deserves to be here even if he's on a bad team. His defense is top tier, and he's averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.3 steals, and 1.5 blocks. My snubs and or injury replacements in order are Pascal Siakam, Jimmy Butler, DeJounte Murray, Kristaps Porzingis, Trae Young, Damian Lillard, and Terry Rozier. Let's go ahead and move on to the Western Conference. The Western Conference starters are fairly obvious to me. Shea and Luka are going to be the guards, you already know that. Kevin Durant is going to be one of the forwards, and Nikola Jokic is going to be the center. Now, in real life, LeBron James is a starting forward. I don't think he should be. I think a lot of people agree with that. But I have Kawhi Leonard here. He's been a monster this season, averaging 24, 6, and 4 on 53, 44, 88 splits. My first guard off the bench is going to be Anthony Edwards, the best player on the best team in the West. He deserves to be an All-Star. He is averaging 25.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists on 46, 39, 84 shooting splits. He's a no-doubter. My next guard is going to be De'Aaron Fox. Fox has been playing great this season, averaging 27, 4, and 5.5 on 47, 38, 72 splits on the 5th seed in the West. My first forward off the bench is going to be LeBron James. LeBron is in the starting lineup in the real All-Star game, but I think everyone knows he doesn't really deserve it. He still deserves to be an All-Star, though. That's not what I'm trying to say. Next, I'm going to have Anthony Davis. As much as I hate having 2 All-Stars on a sub-500 team, AD has been too good not to have him here. It truly pains me having them both here, but it has to be done. My third forward slot off the bench is going to be Karl Anthony Towns. Lots of people don't have Cat on their All-Star ballots, and I don't understand why. Dude's averaging 23 points, 9 boards, and 3 assists on 52, 44, 87 shooting splits. Oh yeah, and he is also on the best team in the West. My first wild card off the bench is going to be Devin Booker. Book has been one of the best players in the league recently, and I made a video on him that you can watch. Click the link in the top right corner if you want to. Last but not least, we have Stephen Curry. Although his team is terrible, Steph has still been great. He's averaging 27.5, 4, and 5 on 45, 41, 93 shooting splits. The snubs and or injury replacements in order are Domantas Sabonis, Paul George, Kyrie Irving, Alperen Sengun, Brandon Ingram, Victor Wembanyama, Lauri Markkanen, Desmond Bane, and Chet Holmgren. So what'd you think about my All-Star ballot? Let me know who you think I got right and who I got wrong.